using your air fryer without these 10 tools, you're pretty much just throwing money away. I'm talking $20 steaks turned into hockey pucks, expensive baskets being stripped of their protective coating. Most people think they're saving time, but they're actually sabotaging the food they're buying. Today, I'm showing you the 10 essentials that pay for themselves, including my number 4 hack that prevents a smoking air fryer, and the one tool at the very end that I pretty much call the Bible. Are you ready to get real with your air fryer? Let's go. The first 4 are your sanity savers. Here's the problem. You open up your air fryer and you discover you've got baked on grease, nasty stuff happening in there. Rather than standing there and scrubbing and potentially just harming your air fryer basket, you use my magic weapon, Dawn Power Wash. First, I always wipe out any loose things with a paper towel. Then I spray on the Dawn Power Wash, let it sit for about 10 minutes, wipe up the residue, and then at that point, I pretty much just need to throw on some hot soapy water and we're good as golden. Number 9, my favorite velvety washcloths. These go perfectly with the Dawn Power Wash because when you have something that needs a little more elbow grease, instead of pulling out abrasive sponges, grab these super soft velvety cloths. They just grab grease like no other. These clean everything so nicely without ruining the coating on your air fryer. Number 8, my unbleached air fryer parchment paper liners. Use these little magical things and you pretty much never have to wash your air fryer basket. Plus, it makes lifting things in and out of the air fryer so much easier. It contains the food when you want it contained, and if you're cooking something that you don't want contained, you just don't use them. I actually have a whole video about these air fryer parchment paper liners, when to use them, when not to use them. And I know you're wondering, well, don't they just block airflow? I tested that out in this video, and don't you worry, these are worth using. Except for the times that they blow over the food, then it can create a little bit of a problem. And of course, you'd never want to preheat your air fryer with one of these liners right inside the basket. And that's why this next one is so important. These are some awesome little magnets that hold the parchment paper right inside the basket. This keeps parchment paper down, it keeps it from flying up, from nearly touching the burner. And yeah, if that parchment paper does get up into the burner, it's not gonna start a full-blown fire, but you will have some singeing on that parchment paper and probably some ashes in your next few meals. So use the magnets, or I like to use a handy little rack to hold the parchment paper liners down. But guess what? If your air fryer is not magnetic, don't you worry, you could use the rack in the meantime, but my team and I are working on a solution for this. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel and you turn on the notifications so you will know when I have found the solution to this problem. Now let's talk about the tools that are gonna add precision and versatility to your air fryer. Number 6, cupcake liners. These silicone cupcake liners are absolutely awesome for portion control. It also saves time because instead of cooking up a large chunk of meat or a huge cake, you can portion them out and everything will cook faster. From egg bites to meatloaf to brownies or cupcakes, these little liners are the ultimate multitaskers. One important piece of using your air fryer is moving the food around so everything gets cooked evenly. Instead of using metal tongs, metal forks, anything like that, you've got to use some silicone coated tools. Metal on metal is the death of your air fryer. These are absolutely non-negotiable for food flipping safety. Let's talk about tool number 4. First of all, when we're air frying, yes, there are times we're gonna use a little bit of oil, not gallons of oil. You might see some people using aerosol sprays. Now check the ingredients, because if there are propellants or soy lecithin inside of the aerosol spray, over time you're gonna see a sticky film that never comes off, or even worse, your non-stick coating is gonna start peeling off. So ditch that aerosol can, save some money, and buy yourself a reusable oil sprayer. Now there are a lot of oil sprayers on Amazon. This is the brand that I found that has worked for me for a long time. By the way, I have links to all of these items down in the description box below. And the beautiful thing is, whatever oil you put inside of this oil sprayer, you know what's going inside your body. I personally love to use avocado oil in my oil sprayers. Pure oil, zero chemicals, that's the way I like it. Tool number 3, and if you eat food, this is just a great one to have whether or not you're air frying. This food scale is great for weighing food, getting precise measurements, but this particular one, it's not just a scale. It's pretty much a nutrition brain. It links up to an app. All you need to do is scan a barcode, put the amount of food you're gonna eat right on the scale, and you'll know instantly the macros of the food you are going to consume. I'm talking calories, fat, protein, carb count, fiber count. If you are being conscious about what you're putting inside your body, this nutrition scale is the perfect partner to make sure you get the correct amount of nutrients that you're looking to achieve. There are over 1 million foods in the database. You can even take a picture of the food you're eating and it's going to calculate the macros. This helps you know what you're consuming, how much you're eating. It helps with portion control and precision. It takes all of the guesswork out of it. Now, once that scale tells you how much to actually cook, you need to know how long to cook. That way you don't turn that expensive ingredient into a hockey puck or charcoal. That's when my air fryer cheat sheet comes in so handy. There's over 80 different foods on these 2 pages. And the super fun thing is, my viewers, you voted on which foods need to show up on this air fryer cheat sheet. You'll see a time range and a temperature range, as well as the internal temperature of the food you're going to cook. The air fryer cheat sheet, it's your map, and it gets you about 95% of the way there. But let's talk about that last 5%. The 5% that distinguishes between a good home cooked meal from the best steak you've ever had. Because here's the truth. No 2 air fryers are calibrated exactly the same, and no 2 chicken breasts are the exact same thickness. If you rely only on the timer, you are still gambling with your grocery budget. That brings us to the number 1 tool, the tool that I call the Bible. If you don't have an instant read food thermometer, you shouldn't even be turning your air fryer on. This is the absolute authority in my kitchen. Why? Because 165 degrees Fahrenheit is 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Whether it takes 8 minutes or 12 minutes, how are you gonna know? With a food thermometer. When you overcook your meat, you're literally evaporating money into thin air. With the thermometer, you pull the chicken out right when it's ready to be done. So stop wasting time on cleanup, stop wasting money on ruined food, and start actually enjoying your kitchen again. I got links to all of these must-haves in the description box below. Now go to this video so you can start cooking. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.